Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Rod's Random Reviews. And today we're going to do a little bit about Strava. Now, I'm not the world's expert on Strava, but I'm just going to show you a little bit about how to use it here. First of all, you want to put your profile in. It tells who you are, where you live, that sort of thing. You can find friends with this button here. And it's kind of with social distancing right now with COVID-19. This is a good way to ride with your friends. I don't know if you can see that there pretty good. I'll bring it up a little closer for you. But anyway, put your profile in there. You can see I've joined a few clubs here. A local Blevins Bicycle Company and New Balance and things like that. Run Huntsville. But primarily I use it for biking because I like to kind of look at the segments. Here you can see some of your friends and what they've been doing. I have some serious friends that ride 30 miles. Gosh, there's my son-in-law there. He just went on a 2.5 mile run. There's David. Some of these guys like to run and ride. But anyway, yeah, here's my cousin here. He's gone out on a mountain trail bike. So you can kind of track your friends, how many miles they're doing, what their intervals are. Yeah, here's a guy over in Brussels, Belgium, a friend of mine that I track. But anyway, you can kind of explore, look for different tracks in your area. If you want to do 5 mile, 10 mile, 15 mile, whatever, and it will find it for you. But when you get ready to go, just hit the record button and you can start a certain track, if you will, or you can just go on your own, just freewheel it, and it'll track your miles, give you kind of a feedback every half mile or so, what your time and that sort of thing is. So you just hit the start button. In my case, if I hit the start button, I can send a text beacon to my wife, and it'll tell her that, hey, track your husband in case he has an accident. If he stops, she'll get a notice. But anyway, I'll go ahead and stop this here. But you can see all kinds of settings. You can put it the display mode. I like to leave mine on the whole time, have my iPhone charged up, so I can see how many miles I've been, what my time has been. I like to leave the auto cues on. And again, sorry if this is going in and out of focus, but I like it every half mile for it to tell me, hey, you're a half mile and here's your time and here's your splits. But anyway, again, we'll finish this one out. Once you're finished, it gives you all kinds of stats. You can add a photo to it if you like from your photos. It's a really good tool for tracking your mileage, especially for bicyclers. There's a lot of bike folks that use this, but you can also use it for running. Save your activity. Of course, it keeps records of it. And one of the interesting things about Strava is it records segments. And I don't have an exact segment here to show you, but if there was a segment in a particular area, it would tell you all the people who have ridden that segment and what their time was and what age group they're in and that sort of thing. So you can kind of compete with your friends that you don't even know on the segments. So maybe I will get back to doing a more detailed show on the road. I'm about to take a little 6, 8, 10 mile ride, and we'll see if I can add something to this later on. But Strava, you're gonna like it. It's a little bit addictive once you get going with it. Especially when you start finding those segments. The next time you come up on those segments, you're gonna want to try to push yourself a little bit harder to move yourself up on the leaderboard. So enjoy your time with Strava. Okay, here, another cut here. I'm loaded on my specialized roll, getting ready for a little ride I talked about. Here's how I roll with a Camelback there. Got a little Powerade or something in there. This is a specialized roll, a hybrid bike, kind of an entry-level bike, but it's very light. And it's very good for just everyday use. Here you see I have a little Blevins bicycle pouch in the back here. I want to keep a few dollars in there and maybe a business card or something. Turn my light on here to get it blinking, just to have a little blinking light for the folks going down the road here. Yeah, let's find that light. Here we go. Get it blinking. Just a little bit of extra light. But anyway, specialized roll. I like it a lot. It's very simplistic, very easy to ride, and you can kind of go off in the grass, or you can ride on the road with it. 7 simple gears, up and down. All right, more after we get out on the road with our Strava. Okay, let's hit the record button. Let's send a beacon to my wife. Boom, so she knows where I am. And let's start. You notice there is a bicycle there. So this is a bicycle ride, not a run.
Starting ride.
Starting ride. Here we go. Here you go, folks. I just finished my ride on Strava. You can see almost 10 miles. Elevation gain almost 500 feet. Probably 200 or 300 of it is that last 0.6 of a mile to get back into my neighborhood. An hour and 1 minute. Then you can do things later on, like analyze your run, that sort of thing. Looks like the analysis isn't ready quite yet. Oh, there you go. View your analysis. You can see the speeds there and everything. Elevation gain. Started out at home, ended at home. Makes it tough when you're 65 years old and you've been 9 miles already and you got to finish that last. So you can see your speeds here as well on Strava. Average speed 9.5 miles per hour. I got up to 26 miles per hour at one time. Got to be careful when you're doing that and that sort of thing. Do not have my Fitbit hooked up to this, but anyway, there you go, folks. Here I am in my specialized roll. Really liking it, and hopefully you enjoy Strava as much as I do. It's a little motivating once you get going. You can kind of get hooked to it. Catch you later. Rod's Random Reviews. I'll do some more of these if you want to subscribe and like this video. Again, unedited for the most part. I do use iMovie a little bit to paste them together, but as you can tell, I don't do any fancy editing. Take care, y'all. Happy riding.